Now, when it comes to having or understanding this concept of language that can support a consistent output, whether it's on a printer or a display, or on a mobile device, why is that important for users?
Yeah, it was really a key benefit of PostScript in the early days. So we think about when people were creating stuff in those early days of desktop publishing, printing could mean any number of things. It could be printing a newspaper on a great big fast press that had to print thousands and hundreds of thousands of copies in a small amount of time. It could be printing for a book or a magazine. It could be printing a brochure or let's say the church newsletter on a little laser printer in your office. And what PostScript allowed us to do was to capture how the page should look and leave it down to the individual printer to interpret that at the highest level possible to get the best quality result. The technology in that cheap office, relatively cheap, it was expensive at the time, but that printer that you would have in your office, of course, was completely different from a technological perspective than what you would do to actually print something for a newspaper at the time, right? But PostScript allowed you the same technology, the same tools to be used to do the design, whether or not you were printing for that church newsletter or for that big publication. So it's like, this is kind of the beginnings of this idea of consistent output. You could print one place and print it somewhere else and it should look the same. Roll the clock forward, that's become really important for us because now, we consume information in different ways. A lot of the ways we consume information is on a screen. But again, you can use the same core technology to display the idea of what something should look like on a screen. And screen now means, your workstation, your laptop, your tablet, your mobile phone, your watch even, are all different ways we interact with screens. In the same way that printers have different underlying technologies under them as well. But if we can describe it once in a way that can be repurposed, reprinted at the highest possible quality for that particular technology, that's really one of the core benefits that we have with the underlying technology from PostScript. That is what gives us. Now, there may actually be additional tools that we use to actually display it on all the different surfaces, but having that single source of truth means that we can always get the best results, whatever technology we're using to share the information with the final consumer. And that's really important for people who are care about how things look and feel. And that might be because you're an artist, or it might be because you're a marketer and you're trying to preserve a brand of a company, or you're trying to convey information. You really want to sort of convey what the designer has in their head, what the artist, what the customer has in their head, and make sure you can share that with the consumer of the information, whatever device, whatever surface, whatever substrate they'll be looking at the final product on.